arrived at the popular Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache circuit in Interlagos, Sao Paulo for the running of the Brazilian Grand Prix, the final round of the 2016 GP4 Offline Championship. Coming into this week, where both the GP2 and Top Class Championships will be decided this week, the final 3 seats for the 2017 season have been confirmed this week. So let's get cracking with the final team news of the season. The first team news comes from Red Bull, as they have announced that European Grand Prix winner Amar Khan will remain with the team for another season. Amar has had an impressive first year with the team despite a few frustrations during the course of this season. He currently lies 4th in the Drivers' Championship, 23 points behind teammate Miklos Gau, and because of his and Miklos' points, they were able to secure Red Bull 2nd in the Constructors' Championship, which is the highest the Austrian drinks company has finished since the beginning of the hybrid era. Amar's best moment of this year is undoubtedly Baku, where he took his long-awaited first ever win in the top class after he outsmarted the 2 Mercedes drivers on strategy. Amar will be relieved to still be with Red Bull next season and will be looking to challenge for more wins next season due to the new regulations. In terms of Juri Mata, the 2007 World Champion has been left without a drive, as most people predicted. However, what most people may not have predicted was the fact that Amar's announcement to Red Bull was not because Juri voluntarily retired, as Juri has been on record recently saying if Red Bull offered him a drive, he would have accepted it as the criteria that isn't publicly known got met. The second team news we have today concerns Renault, as after much speculation with it going back and forth, it has been confirmed that 2015 GP2 champion Taravino Terranon will remain with the team for another season. Taravi's first year in the top class has been met with a lot of ups and downs for various reasons. He currently lies 22nd in the Drivers' Championship, where he finds himself 2 points in front of current teammate David Greenwood, and because of Renault's poor season on their return, they find themselves last in the Constructors with just 4 points on the board. Taravi's season has been curtailed with a lot of bad luck, mainly down to the reliability of the car and the amount of times he has been taken out this season. He'll be looking to put his disastrous rookie year behind him and look to bounce back and make amends in 2017. His announcement means that he will partner alongside Irish veteran Evan Byrne next season, who will be returning to Renault for the first time since 2010, and it also means that for David Greenwood, as a result of this news, he has been left without a drive for 2017. The final team news of this year's silly season comes from Manor, as after much speculation, the Yorkshire-based team have confirmed that Brit Etienne Jones will remain with the team for the 3rd successive season. Etienne has had a mixed season with a few points finishes for the team, but also a few frustrating moments during the season. He currently lies 20th in the Drivers' Championship, and his team Manor lie in a comfortable 9th in the Constructors' Championship. Despite being beaten by rookie teammate Nicolas Pascali in the Drivers' Championship, he has managed to beat the Italian in the inter-team qualifying battle, and in the last few races has had the measure of his rookie teammate. As a result of this news, it means that Manor will be retaining a driver lineup for the first time ever in their GP4OC career since joining the grid in 2010 as Virgin Racing. Etienne will be looking to have a better year in 2017 and hope to be on par with Nicholas on a consistent basis. As a result of this news, we now have a complete grid for 2017. So just to recap, here are the teams and drivers for 2017 in current Constructors' Championship order. Mercedes will retain the lineup of 2014 World Champion Jay McKenzie and maybe sooner World Champion Will Neller, who will enter his final season in the top class. Red Bull will retain the services of Amar Khan and 2009 World Champion Miklos Gau. Force India will retain Argentine Franco Lopez and Chinese driver Rick Yan. Ferrari will once again retain multiple-time champions Florian Volker and Joseph Willows. Williams will retain Roland Motrin, and he'll be joined by 2016 DTM champion and a returning Julius Anderson. McLaren will retain Oliver Glazebrook, and he'll be joined by 2014 sensation Roberto Gamba. Haas will have a new lineup consisting of Swiss rookie Joel Hutter and Brit George Roque, who will return for the series for a 3rd stint. Toro Rosso will retain the services of 2011 GP2 champion Franco Gamba and 2014 DTM champion Michael Mocho. Manor, for the first time in their history, will retain their lineup of 2014 GP2 champion Nicolas Pascali and Brit Etienne Jones. Sauber will have a new lineup consisting of returning German Felix Sontag and Italian rookie Paolino Tomaselli, and Renault will retain 2015 GP2 champion Taravino Terranon, and he'll be joined by Irish veteran Evan Byrne, who will return to the French manufacturer for the first time since 2010. As a result of this news, we now know that these 5 drivers will not be on the grid in 2017. These are Haas's Gabriel Gomez, Sauber's Bartosz Kloss, Renault's David Greenwood, and the biggest ones being Williams' Roman Quarg and McLaren's Juri Mata. There is a chance that some of the 5 drivers that we have mentioned may end up as test drivers next season, but whether they will or not remains to be seen. Speaking of which, 6 teams have already confirmed their test drivers for next season, and they are on your screen right now. Mercedes will once again have Lin Campana, Williams will have Chinese woman Loa Chung, McLaren will have 2015 Manor Marussia driver Matthias Terwick, Haas will have current Ferrari test driver Jared Fosbury, Toro Rosso will have Rifki Fakhrizadeh, who will drive a top class car for the first time since 2014, and Sauber will once again have Balint Zolga. The other 5 teams, Red Bull, Force India, Ferrari, Manor and Renault, are still yet to announce their test drivers, with offers being made to certain drivers after today's sessions via DM. So keep an eye out on Twitter or Discord to see if you get offered to be a test driver for one of the 5 teams available. In other news, the lineups for GP2 next year have also been confirmed this week, and to help me go through the driver lineups, I will pass over to current GP2 commentator Robert Ionescu.
So let's get right into the team news. First, we're looking at the Prema team. They're retaining the services of Henry Watzel. He'll be joined by Ben Waldinger, who is jumping ship over from Carlin. Racing Engineering is up next, and they'll still have a Tomaselli in the car, but with Paulino Tomaselli's move to Sauber being announced, it means the only Tomaselli who can take the place is Alessandro Tomaselli, who moves to Racing Engineering, and he'll be joined by Thomas Anderson. Next is Russian Time, which still has the services of Maxim Titkov, but he'll be joined by the former DTM champion Balint Zolga. Laura Chang, one of the championship contenders who could win the championship, is not going to be driving a Rapax anymore next season. She's moving to ART Grand Prix, and she'll go alongside Jared Fosbury, who is already driving there. Next we got Dams, where we have Andrea Federi, alongside the rookie who will be making his GP2 debut in Brazil, and it's Parachki. He drove in DTM for the season, but now he'll be making the move full-time to GP2. Up next at Campos, we got Leon Campana staying, the American, hoping to get some more good results. And he's joined by one particular face, which I'm sure nobody expected, but he is back. Bruno De Barros is back and he's joining Campos. Up next is MP Motorsport, with a new driver lineup of Isaac Fisher, who moves from the Dams team, and he's joined by DTM driver Chuck McCarthy. The Trident team is going to hire the services of returning Daniel Adventure, and he's joined by Formula E driver Chris Chatfield, who makes his GP2 debut for next season. Rapax is going to have Max Killen still in the series, and he is going to be joined by David Kupok, the German who is also coming over from DTM. Jamie Griffiths and David Suarez are teammates at Trident this season. They're still gonna be teammates, but an entirely new team. The two of them are gonna be driving both for Arden in the next season. And finally, the Carlin team has a whole new lineup consisting of Vietnamese Formula E driver Nguyen Hoan Minh, and he is joined by another Formula E driver, this time from Greece, and his name, I think you know him, it's Stanos Vagiukas. So yeah, this is the GP2 grid for next season, and some important things to note. Rodrigo Gomez and Xavi Perez, two of the championship contenders, did not secure a seat, they did not sign up. Also, Tomasz Pascual do not have a seat either. This is the class of 2017 in GP2.
Thank you to Rob for going through the lineups. And to follow up on what Rob has just said, another driver who will not be on the GP2 grid next year, along with the names that Rob has mentioned, is Nicholas Zorbach, as the German, along with the other 3 drivers, didn't apply to re-enter GP2. So he, along with the other 3 drivers and anyone else that didn't get into the top class or GP2, will have to apply for either DTM, Formula E or the new British Touring Car Championship if they want to remain or enter GP4OC in 2017. In other news, here is the criteria that the championship contenders need in order to win the title. If the 2 Mercedes drivers, no matter what order they finish in, finish 1 and 2 tomorrow, then Mackenzie will win the title. However, if Nella wins and Mackenzie finishes 3rd, then Nella will win his first World Championship. The fact that the gap is only 8 points between the pair of them just shows how inseparable both Jay Mackenzie and Will Nella have been throughout the course of 2016, and we really hope for a titanic title decider here in Brazil. So which Mercedes driver will walk away with the 2016 title? Will Jay Mackenzie become the 3rd driver in GP4OC history to become a double world champion, or will Will Nella finally break the duck and win his first world championship, making the United Kingdom the first nation to crown 2 world champions in GP4OC? Let us know in the live chat. And finally, in other news, this week marks the final GP4OC top class race that JWF1 will host after 2 seasons of being the temporary host. Since April last year, JWF1 took over the series temporarily while Yuri has been away doing his time in the Finnish military and has created a lot of memorable moments in his short stint as top class host. I think it is fair to say that in a lot of people's mind, his temporary takeover of the series has been a remarkable success. Not only is it JWF1's final race as temporary host, but it is also Dioka's last race as the temporary GP2 host. Or is it? Because in an unexpected twist, it has been confirmed that DTM host Dioka will become the new permanent host for GP2 for the foreseeable future. The announcement has come as a huge shock to the GP4OC paddock, as everyone was expecting that Yuri would resume the duties of being the GP2 host. However, due to timing/scheduling issues as a result of him also doing the concept series, Dioka stepped in and proposed that he become the permanent GP2 host from now on, which Yuri accepted. This means that both Dioka and JWF1 will still host 2 series next season, with JWF1 hosting Formula E and the new BTCC series, and it also means that Yuri will only be hosting the top class for the foreseeable future, meaning that 2014 was officially his last as the GP2 host. Despite this unexpected news, the schedule will not have any tweaks, as we have mentioned last week, so no changes on that front. So we wish Flo the best of luck as he looks to hopefully host another great season of GP2 next season. And that is it, not just for this week, but for this season of the GP4OC News. I would like to thank Yuri for once again giving me the permission to do this series yet again, and I would also like to thank everyone for the continued and increasing support of this format, as it is their support that makes me continue this series on a seasonal basis. I would also like to take this time to thank every single one of you for the support you have given me for the last 2 seasons. As a lot of you are already aware, this is my last race being the temporary top class host, as Yuri will be returning to the role next season. It only felt like yesterday when I first took over the top class temporarily, and there have been a lot of ups and downs along the way, but you guys have always picked me up and had my side whenever I've been stressed or anxious when things have gone wrong. I have learnt a lot of things that I didn't know previously when I took on the huge responsibility, and I will look to take what I have learnt along with me when I host Formula E and the new BTCC Championship, which starts next season. I also want to wish Yuri the best of luck when he takes back control of the series, and I look forward to more brilliant seasons under his realm. The GP4OC News will return midway in 2017, where we will once again have 10 episodes due to the Nürburgring being included on the 2017 calendar, so do be on the lookout for that. But until then, I have been JWF1, your temporary host for the last 2 seasons. Enjoy the championship decider, and I will see you very, very soon.